Live, this is 24-hour News 8.
Thousands of people laced up and hit the pavement for the Fifth Third Riverbank Run. We brought you 5 hours of live race coverage this morning, coverage you wouldn't find anywhere else. We had crews spread out all over downtown Grand Rapids for the largest 25K road race in the country and brought you instant race result. Rockford native and Olympian runner Dathan Ritzenheim also joined our anchor desk this morning to give firsthand perspective on what challenges those runners might face. And tonight, we're learning a Michigan man who finished second in the 25K, most likely tied the U.S. record. 24-hour News 8's Larry Figursky has more on the top winners from today's race. Larry?
Well, let's begin with that Michigan man, Rick, because nearly 9 hours after the race, we're still waiting for official confirmation. Christo Landry of Ann Arbor finished just 10 seconds behind overall winner Samson Gazahi of Eritrea. That's in Eastern Africa. But Landry's rounded up time of 1 hour, 14 minutes and 18 seconds unofficially tied the American record set last year for this, the U.S. 25K national championship race. Now, I say unofficially because, as in all such cases, Landry's time is being reviewed by the U.S. Track and Field Association. When and if it is confirmed, Christo will also earn an additional $2,500, half of the bonus for setting the new U.S. record, to up his overall winnings to $11,000. But regardless,
well, second place overall, first in the American Championship. I mean, it never gets old winning American Championships, and that's pretty awesome. I mean, that's what I came here for.
Again, Landry finishing second to Samson Gazahi, the native of Eastern Africa, who trains in Tampa, Florida. Gazahi winning the men's and overall 25 title in 1 hour, 14 minutes and 7 seconds. That's averaging 4:47 per mile. On the ladies' side, 30-year-old Kellen Johnson of Flagstaff, Arizona, jumped out early and pulled away from the field to win the women's title. 1 hour, 25 minutes and 25 seconds, a 5:31 mile pace, and nearly 2 minutes ahead of any of those other ladies.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it feels great. It's my first 25K, first national title, first time in Michigan. Lots of firsts today, so it was wonderful.
As Rick mentioned, perfect day. Casey Jones will have more on the overall champions. Also, we'll look at the rest of today's other race winners. That's coming up in sports in about 15 minutes. Rick?
All right, Larry, thanks a lot. Here's a look at the final top 10 winners from the 25K race. We have a link to complete race results on woodtv.com. And tonight, we have the final registration numbers from this year's race. The numbers for the 10 and the 5K down a little bit overall, but the 25K was actually bigger this year. Total of 6,717 runners participated in the 25K this morning. That's 100 more than just a year ago. The numbers for the 10K and 5K, as we say, down a little bit, but officials say that horrible winter that we had a whole lot of people just not in the spirit of running, not to mention they couldn't get in shape. Fifth Third Riverbank Run is, as we said earlier, the largest 25K road race in America, but over the years, it's come to symbolize so much more for so many more. It is a chance to share stories, run for loved ones, or support a cause. 24-hour News 8's Mark Thompson has a closer look at that.
From tragedy to inspiration, for many, it's the stories that make the Riverbank Run. This group in gray ran for Granville High School in honor of fallen classmates Ryan Fisher, a member of the hockey team who died suddenly of an enlarged heart, and Alyssa Aarons, who passed away battling cancer.
It's just awesome to see that everyone as a community come together and trying to continue on the legacy that these two amazing students have left.
And Muskegon Heights represented as well, friends and teammates running in memory of basketball star Marquise Gresham, who was killed just last month.
He made everybody feel special when he was around him.
And some stories continue to inspire, like that of Rockford's Johnny Agar and his dad, Jeff. Johnny has cerebral palsy and uses this custom cart to do the miles. Johnny, the captain, and Jeff, his angel, both drawing energy from the Grand Rapids crowd. And this year, Johnny got up on his own 2 feet to cross the finish line.
Being able to experience the crowd cheering on, and this is that much of more of a motivator.
And with dreams of becoming a sports broadcaster one day, he left this special message for our very own Jack Doles.
Well, he's got a few more years yet. I'm still planning on coming for him, though, but he does a fantastic job. I love working with him.
From the Fifth Third Riverbank Run, Mark Thompson, 24-hour News 8.
Jack will be happy to know he's got a few more years. Our coverage on the Fifth Third Riverbank Run doesn't stop there. You'll find your race results as well as photos from today. Go on over to woodtv.com after this newscast, and we'll also have a great look at some behind-the-scenes photos for you before the race kicked off.